Hi guys! So the boys are 14 months old. 14 months, and they're actually not quite 14 months old. They'll be 14 months old in 3 days. So they are almost 14 months old, and I just cannot believe it. I honestly cannot believe it. Lilia is gonna be 3 in a month. Cannot believe that either. That's just like, that's on a whole nother level, can't believing, but I can't believe that the boys are 14 months old. They are growing up seriously way too fast. I'm just gonna do a 14-month update just because I feel like I haven't done an update on them in forever. I mean, I know I did one at like 12 months old, but I promised you a 13-month-old one, and it just never happened. We've been super busy. So there's so much to update on. I don't even know if I could fit it all in one video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start. I don't know exactly how much they weigh. I haven't weighed them like super recently, but my guess is Kyson is about 22 pounds and Caden's about 19 pounds. I don't have my scale that we use just broke, so we need to buy a new one. So if I buy one anytime in the future, I'll update on their weight, but that's my guess right now, and it's a pretty educated guess just based off of how they've been growing. Their clothing size, I always buy them the same clothing, and I don't know why I do this because it doesn't make sense to buy them the same clothes if they don't really fit in them, but I guess it just makes it easier, like laundry, and I don't have to keep track of this is Kyson's, this is Caden's. I always buy them the same month clothing, so I always buy 12-month clothing, and as far as fitting them, it'll usually fit one of them and it'll be a little bit baggy on the other one, or it'll be a little bit tiny on the other one. So like I'll buy, it's just so hard because like baby clothes nowadays, they're so different. They're so, like the Gerber brand is like super tiny, and then like the Carter's brand is like super big. So it's just hard, it's hard to tell. Like there's no way that Kyson or Caden would fit in 12-month Gerber size clothing. But the Carter clothing, like the Carter's brand, like Caden, they're way too big on Caden. So that's why I just buy 12-month clothing all the time, and it fits them both, but it just fits them both a little bit differently. So it'll be a little bit a little bit more fitting on Kyson, and it'll be a little bit more baggy on Caden. So that's what we do. And as far as, oh my gosh, Caden's waist is so freaking tiny, is itty bitty. Caden is still in size 3s, Kyson's in size 4 diapers, but the pants, like, I'll buy 12-month pants and they'll fit Kyson, and Caden is still like in 6-month size pants. But it's hard because he's so long that the 6-month pants fit his waist, but they're so like super short. So I hope he doesn't have this problem his whole life, but yeah, it's just hard to find pants that actually really fit Caden. Also their shoe size, they are in size 4s right now. For the most part. Again, brands are just super weird about that stuff, but they're pretty much in size 4 shoe size. They are still nursing all the time. They get a few sippy cups of almond milks a day, but they're just nursing all the time. Their sleep schedule, I mean, I don't have them like on a schedule, but they do wake up once or twice a night each. So usually I'm up about 3 times a night still. So it's usually Caden that wakes up more than once, and it's always been that way, and Kyson will wake up once, maybe twice. I've said this from the day that they were born. They are just so 100% different. They don't like anything of the same. For example, Kyson's absolute all-time favorite food is bananas. Caden hates bananas. Kyson loves blueberries. Caden likes grapes. They both kind of like eggs, but Caden really loves eggs, and Kyson's just kind of an I'd rather take a banana type guy. So they're so different. Kyson has 8 teeth now. Caden has 6 teeth. He just got his top 2. He has 4 on, Caden has 4 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Kyson has 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom. Kyson just got his 8th tooth. It was the one on the bottom left, or here. That was his 8th one, and Caden just got the 2 on the top right here. Those were his 5th and 6th. They're starting to talk. I can't believe it. But Kyson says mama, and he says dad. Like, he doesn't say dada, he goes dad. That's how he says dad. And he says bye-bye, he says hi, he says ball, and he also says bat, because he's obsessed with baseball like his father. Caden says mama, dada, bye-bye, and other than that, he doesn't say as much as Kyson does yet. They both wave, they both blow kisses. Like if you're saying bye, say bye-bye, they'll both wave bye, and they'll go bye-bye, and they'll blow kisses. And if you ask them, you want this, you want this, they'll shake their head no if they don't want it. They don't say yes yet, but they do say no. Also, they do follow directions. Well, I mean, not like follow directions, but like if you say, go get the ball, like they know what I'm saying and they'll go get the ball. Or if you say like, come over here, they'll come over here, and like they like respond to what I'm saying to them. Like they understand for the most part what I'm saying. So yeah, they could just like identify the words that I'm trying to tell them, but they just can't quite pronounce them yet. They point at everything when they want it. For example, I talked about this in my breastfeeding update, but when Caden wants boob, he'll sit there and he'll point right here and he'll go, and that's Caden's thing. And I was mentioning this in my breastfeeding update. He is very, very, very strong-willed, and when he wants something, he's very vocal about it. So if he sees something, he points and he gets this look on his face. It's so hilarious, like with his little teeth that just hang out and goes, oh, oh, just like that. But he does it really loud. He screams really, 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 really loud. He, like, what his cry has always been really loud, and he is just super vocal. Caden is just so vocal. Kyson is not as vocal, but he knows what he wants, and he'll point at what he wants, and he'll talk more about what he wants. Like he'll say, like, ma, 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 ma. And Caden goes the screaming route most of the time. Caden is very, I don't know how else to put it other than strong-willed. When he wants something, he is going to make damn sure that he's going to get it. If he wants something and he doesn't get it, his whole world, we always say, oh, the world is just ending. His whole world is over. He will throw himself back on the floor and scream bloody murder. He is so strong-willed, whereas Kyson is just like, oh, okay, I can't have it. All right, cool. That's fine. Like, he's just, Kyson is way more easygoing, and Caden is very, very strong-willed. And, like, I was thinking about this the other day. Back in, if you remember when I was pregnant, I would talk about their different personalities, how Caden is always, like, sharp and, like, he's always the crazy one, and that is still, to this day, how he is. It is insane how much their personalities match up now as they were in the womb. It is just crazy, because I'm just like, oh my God, that was the Caden that was kicking me in my ribs. Like, it's crazy how much it's like exactly the same. Also, Kyson is very bow-legged. I talked about this in my last video. He's still very bow-legged, and when he runs, it is the funniest thing in the world because his legs are so bow-legged. He's like, he runs really fast though for being like so bow-legged. Not that that really affects it, but he runs really, really fast. Also, Kyson is, I can't even think how to explain it. He like tests me all the time. He's constantly, like, Lilia never really needed discipline until like after she turned 2. Like she was a very easy child. Kyson is going to test me, that's for sure. He knows when he does something wrong. He'll look at me like, is mom looking? And if I'm looking, he'll straight go and like hit Caden on the head. And right now I just, when he does that, I walk over to him and I'll grab his hand away from, like if he goes and hits Caden, I'll grab his hand and I'll say very firmly, no, do not hit. Because I know he doesn't fully, he understands, but he doesn't fully understand. And right now he's just testing his limits. And he doesn't get away with anything that obviously would harm other people. But if he does something like he's testing me, like a lot of the times I don't like him climbing on lots of things just because I don't want them to get hurt. But we have a little stool in their little kitchen area and it's complete carpet, and he'll look at me and like climb up on the stool. And if it's something like that, then I'll just ignore it. If he's participating in behavior that's not going to hurt anybody else, I just ignore it. And then if he is, then I just give him a firm no. But Caden's pretty much very well behaved. I mean, he's only 14 months old. Like, it doesn't seem like they'd be doing this stuff yet. But yeah, it's just Kyson's personality is just so different than Caden's. It doesn't seem like he's intentionally trying to hurt people, like when he goes over, and Kyson is very, very strong, and I don't think he doesn't realize how strong he is. So he'll go over and he'll like just of pure like innocence, like Caden has a ball that Kyson wants, and he'll go over there and he'll like snatch it from Caden and knock Caden over because Caden's so tiny, and he didn't do it to hurt his brother, but he doesn't realize how strong he is. So he's just kind of in that phase. He's figuring himself out, like his body, and at the same time he's testing his limits. So we're trying to support him in his trying to figure out his body, but at the same time not encouraging him when he's doing something harmful to others. But on that note, like I said, he likes to hit, and by the hitting, I mean like he'll take a bat. He loves bats. He plays with bats and balls, and he knows now that you hit balls with bats. Because at first he would just take bats and he would go and he'd like hit his sister or hit his brother with the bat. I'm assuming he was doing that because they would react to it when he did it. So we have effectively taught him that bats are not for hitting people; they're for hitting balls. So now he'll go around and he'll hit balls. Like we have this big, huge, like big, huge bouncy ball, and he'll take the bats, and he is so, it's just crazy how strong he is. He'll take the bat and he'll hit this ball. It's like a bouncy ball. He'll hit it and it'll make it go like up like that, like if you hit it so hard. But he'll hit it so hard that the ball like bounces up. And so yeah, he loves playing with bats and balls. But Caden loves balls, but he plays, it's so funny how like there's, I don't know, it's just crazy. I can't get over how different they are. Kyson plays with balls with bats, and Caden likes to kick the balls. So Caden will run up and he'll go, oh, and kick the ball really far. He likes bats, but he doesn't like them as much as Kyson does. He's way more into, he loves water. Caden loves water. He loves balls, but like I said, he loves to kick the balls. Also, he's more into playing with his sister. He loves playing with Lilia. He'll play kitchen with her. Caden and Lilia are just like little buddies. It's so cute. And it's so funny because, again, they're just so different. When we take them out somewhere, their personalities just totally shine through. Like, Kyson is super, super, super shy, and he like has a mean mug on his face all the time. Like, if someone comes around that he doesn't know, he'll just look at him like super, super mean. Like, I can't even do the face. But he'll just like mug him like, you better get away. And people will be like, oh, you're so cute, you're so cute. And you're just like not impressed. But like Caden is so smiley. He's so smiley. You come around and you're like, Caden, what are you doing? And he's all, like with his little smiles. And they're both so cute. But it's the funniest thing because people will be like busting their butt trying to make Kyson smile, and like, he doesn't smile. Like, he doesn't budge. But Caden is just super flirty and just like smiley, and they're just so, so different. But once Kyson's personality, once he opens up to somebody, he is super, super fun. Kyson loves to interact with men. Like he loves my papa, my dad. He loves hanging out with him. He loves hanging out with him even though they don't see each other that often. Like, Caden's a Mimi's boy, and Kyson loves my papa. Caden favors females and Kyson favors males, as far as adults go. Also, another thing that I noticed is that they actually know how to work toys now. Like, before, if they had, they have like a little toolbox over there, and you take the thing and you hit the tools on it and they'll light up. Before, they'd just be playing with like the things around it and doing this and doing that. But now they know how to actually work the toys, like how you're supposed to play with it. Not that there's a wrong way to play with the toy. They're totally picking up on how to do things. Also, like when they're hungry, they'll go over to their high chairs. Right, they're over there somewhere. When they're hungry, they'll go over to their high chair and they'll like start to try to pull themselves up. Like, they're getting better at communicating things. Let's see, their schedule, they've never really been like on an actual schedule, but right now, they go through these, they put themselves on their own schedule. They'll wake up around 7. They'll both be up around 7. They'll take one nap around 11 for about 2 hours. That's what it is right now. Right now it's 12:52. So they're taking their nap right now, and they'll wake up from their nap around 1-ish, and they act like they want to go down for another nap in the evening, and if they do, they don't sleep for more than like a half hour, and then they're usually in bed by 8 or 9. They'll get up, like I said, once or twice a night. So that's kind of what the schedule that they're on right now. They'll wake up in the morning, and Drake has been working in the evenings lately. So Drake will get up with them in the morning and play with them a little bit, and then I'll get up and I'll cook breakfast for everyone. They eat breakfast, they go down for their nap, they sleep for a little while, they wake up, they eat lunch, they play some more. Then we usually do something. We go to the store, have someone come over, play for a little bit longer, have dinner, and then sometime before dinner they may or may not nap, and then it's dinner, bath, bed. So that's kind of how every day goes right now. Let's see, other than that, I can't really think off the top of my head. I had a list, but my phone, I always have like notes on my phone of like lists of like things to do, like videos that I want to do, and like lists of stuff that I have, like my grocery shopping list and everything. But I have an iPhone, and this button on the top broke, so like the lock screen, so I had to go get a new one. And I lost everything. I didn't even think, I took all my pictures and video off, but I didn't even think to take off like the notes and stuff. So I totally like lost everything that I had. And usually as a month goes by, I'll just like add things to the list so I can do an update at the end of the month. But anyway, that's pretty much all for their update that I can think of. I think I'm gonna show you guys my 14-month postpartum belly. Not because a lot has changed like belly wise, but since I do have that umbilical hernia and the diastasis recti, I do want to kind of update it. Not update, but keep you updated on it. So I might just every few months just show you and see if anything has progressed or whatever on it. So I'll just show you a quick little view of my stomach. Nothing's changed. I haven't lost or gained any significant amount of weight. Actually, I think I'm down to like 128 right now weight-wise, which is actually, it's less than I weighed before before Lilia, like before I got pregnant, but that's because I was a dancer and I had a lot of muscle and I lost all that muscle. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my belly. Okay, so here's side, front, my umbilical hernia, and then the skin you can see still loose. I don't know if this is ever gonna really go away, but like sometimes like if I like try to suck in a little bit more, it seems like it goes in a little bit, but it's just, I don't know, it's just weird. I don't think it's really gonna go away. Here's the other side. So yeah, I mean, I still have a little bit of this right here, and other than that, it's just like some loose skin. All right, so I think that's it for their 14-month update. Like I said, let me know if you guys have any questions, any particular video updates you want me to do, or video ideas you want me to do. And if you have a Facebook, add me on Facebook because I update on there way more than I update on here. And I update on Instagram the most. So if you have an Instagram or you want to get an Instagram, I post several pictures a day. So I'll put the links to those below. Let me know if you have any other questions, and if not, then I will talk to you guys later. Bye. He'll hit it so hard to where it like goes like, I can't even do it. He'll like that, like if you hit it so hard.